Sarah, guess
I
what I'm
have
doing?
so many private videos on YouTube. Keep forgetting I need to actually post stuff to public. It's just I'm too fucking tired to work on YouTube right now. And I still
Um,
haven't uploaded episode 61 of GKC yet. It's still in my Filmora waiting to be edited.
what's it called? When you prioritize them, do you have the option to make yours scheduled?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to work on scheduling everything to post throughout the week because I still
Okay.
need to get episode 61 up.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure because I know YouTube's been weird about certain people have that
Yeah.
option or not.
I might go ahead and make the Phandelver, and the Clone Wars 5e stuff public.
Mhm.
However, the GKC stuff, until I get episode 61 up, they're going to remain private.
That's fair.
Because I had episode 62 up and not 61, and that's not right.
I mean, you could pull, forget what show it was, air that episode and then say, oh, you missed a few things from 61.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what
Well,
you
well
might have
all I
missed.
need to do is just adjust what order they're in on the playlist.
Yeah.
I can always do
I've had to do that a few times. Ryan, you were about to say something? What?
I was just gonna say, guess what I'm doing?
Legos?
Archiving my library in Skyrim, so I know which books to pick up when I'm out in the world.
Nice.
I've done that.
Everybody's multitasking when we play my game, and I love it.
But that's
Yeah.
the only way
You're
we're
on Skyrim. I'm working on Regency love letters.
Yeah.
Sarah's plotting her gritty cult.
Listen. You've got a whole bunch of neurodivergencies here. None of us can do only one thing. It actually physically hurts.
Yeah. Y'all wonder why I try to make y'all roleplay so much? It's so I can work on other stuff until y'all are ready. Because you know me, I never have anything planned, and I hope you guys just kind of roll with it.
I love it.
Like, you can use whatever colors you want in the coloring book, just stay in the lines.
No.
I love how Kitsune had to contemplate that for a moment.
No, I was like, technically speaking, what's staying inside the lines is vague enough to be like, well, which side of the lines are we staying in?
Jesus Christ. Ugh. We have one viewer, yay. After a month of, like, not streaming.
Happens. Everyone has ups and downs.
Yeah.
Hi, viewer.
Oh, by the way, as some of you I think know, I had my first bartending shift on Saturday.
Oh, how'd that go?
Dope.
Interesting, to say the least. It was fine. It was a daytime shift. But, like, before I even got there on Friday, my boss was like, all right, in 2 weeks, I have you assigned for 2 more bartending shifts. I was like, okay. And I'm bartending Tuesday night because one of my coworkers asked to switch with me. So she's taking my morning shift and I'm taking her night shift. What happened?
What happened to the original plot of the movie?
I was gonna say, like, as long as Friday and any other important D&D day is not interfered with, and you're not overtired.
Well,
God
Friday
damn it.
night I might be a little bit late Friday night. I'm
Just kidding.
and I don't know what to expect next Sunday. Next weekend, I officially was approved for my booth for Pirates and Wenches weekend.
Yay!
Hey.
So I have to go down after work on Friday and then be up super early in the morning to set up my booth.
I don't envy that, but I do wish you luck, though.
Speaking of super early, I'm back to 6 to 2 shifts this week.
Ooh, no.
So you're not staying up late tonight?
Nope. As soon as 11 o'clock hits, y'all, I'm fucking ending the session. I'm sorry if y'all are in the middle of roleplay. I'm gonna cut to black.
That's how you create suspense and drama.
Yeah.
It's just end.
I'm gonna Sopranos you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna pull Sopranos. It's classic.
Alright, hello and welcome anybody who is watching right now. This is Last Night at Phandelver. I am the Dungeon Master. Turn to page 394 here at JM Kitsune, AJ_Auditor, Bard of the Midwest, Bryce Osleys, and Aki Obsession. We are here for session 16 of our on and off campaign at this point because some of us are either too tired or too depressed to play the game. As always, I never plan my sessions in advance, so we'll just see what happens. A couple of quick announcements. GKC should be back this week on Friday, so tune in around 8 p.m. Central Time for our return to our wonderful Gem Kingdom. There will most likely be tears, just to warn you all if you watched our last session a few weeks ago. I will be back to doing Star Wars talks on Wednesdays. I had to take a break last week because I moved into my new place. As you can see, I finally have an office that I can set up in. It also is my guest bedroom. So if any of y'all come to visit, y'all have a place to crash. So yeah, Star Wars talks will be back this Wednesday. And this Thursday is the official first session of Clone Wars 5e, run by my friend Star Shard Stories, and hosted on my channel. I will have session 0 uploaded on YouTube later this week. It's just been sitting in my drafts for now. We will be playing this Thursday, and then in 2 weeks we will have session 2. Tomorrow is Humblewood again, I believe. Correct, Sarah?
I don't remember turning that off. Yes, it is confirmed. I talked to Hannah. We are good for Humblewood on Monday.
All right. So Humblewood, Heroes of Humble Origin, will be tomorrow night at twitch.tv/Aki Obsession. And then that means next week we'll be back with Secrets of Pandora, since Hannah will be back from vacation, and that's hosted here on my channel. If you're still unsure about watching Clone Wars 5e, but if you like watching Vikings instead, Tales of Yggdrasil is hosted by our friend Mitch at twitch.tv/Emmett_in-chief_. If you don't feel like watching my channel, that's fine. Be sure to go tune in and watch him instead. He also uploads his VODs to his YouTube as well. And that is it for my announcements, I think. If you're a Bad Batch fan like me, I'm praying for us all because the season finale is this Friday. As you can see, I dyed my hair to cope with part 1. I'm probably gonna drop off the face of social media after part 2.
We'll come back with like 6 tattoos, 10 new piercings, and
I'm gonna have a crosshair tattoo on my face.
yeah,
That's how hard I simp for the man.
I mean, side of the head tattoos are getting around right now.
Yeah, I saw Munchie got one recently.
She has 2.
She has 2. However, I'm not dedicated enough to shave my head again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
that's a commitment you got to make on consciously.
Yeah. So yeah, that is it for my announcements. If any of y'all have announcements you want to throw out there, feel free to do so.
Yeah, I'm good.
If anyone is in or around the state of Maryland, next weekend on the 14th and 15th, there's a small town called Rock Hall, Maryland, that is going to be having a Pirates and Wenches festival that they have every year. It is a giant street fair with food and live music, and everyone who will have booths in the street. Shopkeepers all dress up and decorate the whole town pirate-like, and I will be having a booth there, both selling my prints, which I have lined up on a thing behind me that you cannot see, and also be doing a photo booth for attendees who come in their outfits. So you can come over, get your picture taken by me, and be given a print right then and there with my mini portable printer. Excuse me. So please, if you are in the area, come out, check it out. Remember, Maryland's back to full mask mandates. Keep that in mind. Yeah. That's my announcement.
Yeah, I have to go back to wearing a mask at work tomorrow. I'm gonna wear my Baby Yoda mask out of spite.
Have you considered asking if you can just wear your Mando mask? Just
I just wear my Mando helmet to work.
it's a full face shield.
It's full face shield, yes.
But the CDC says a full face shield is not enough. You also have to wear a mask. So
All I'm saying, I think it'd be hilarious if someone comes into the Page's station, all of a sudden you just see the helmet poke up. What do you want?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Just remember to wear a mask too.
Whenever we
mask on it.
finally open up the Boba Fetish shop, the hat requirements are Mandalorian helmets.
Thank you for that memory.
Hey, on the bright side, nobody can see your expression, so you're not forced to smile.
Oh my god, that is one thing about the mask mandate that was kind of nice because I could pretend smile by just moving the muscles around my eyes.
Yes, I did the same thing.
You're like, yes, sure, I'll
Us
get that
customer
for you."
service employees are outing ourselves on the internet, and we don't care anymore.
Honestly, my manager was teaching employees how to smile with just their eyes.
Yeah.
Because people were all like, the people are like, no, seriously, it's not that hard. And he sits there with his mask on, and he just goes, and you're like, he's like, I look like I'm smiling, right? And we're like,
Sorcery.
yeah. He's like, I am not.
Like, what is this magic?
Anyone's watched
What is this
basically-
witchcraft?
A good tip is to like look at yourself in the mirror and smile and see where your eyebrows raise, see where your cheeks are, and just see how look. Like what's happening?
What is it? Is my face relaxed? That's
Exactly.
my smiling
Yeah.
eyes.
Like that. Like that.
I can't do it because like my face muscles are attached to my eyes, so I'm like,
Granted, I also learned how to do the opposite of having the deadpan eyes, smiling. So I can do.
That's called the model. That's called the model face. Sometimes I call it the serial killer face.
And of course, sometimes I just give customers the white person, the awkward white man face.
Speaking of awkward white men, I went to Five Below today to get some stuff, and there was a literal poster of Mittens Bernie Sanders floating through the galaxy.
yes.
I almost thought of getting it.
I would literally give it to my brother and be like, here you go.
Yes, somebody just photoshopped him out of the fucking pictures from the inauguration and copy pasted him floating through the galaxy.
So you're saying they photoshopped him out of this world?
Oh my god.
In
You
the
know
forever
what?
box. In the
You
forever
know
box.
what, Brian? Do you have inspiration at the moment?
I think that's
If not, mark down some inspiration for that.
Yep.
If you had it, you've just lost it. Damn it.
what I was like. This is Paige's way of saying you're losing it.
I was like, am I in the penalty box?
No, but you might go in the forever box. You
If
don't
we
want to
just
eyebrow
reupholstered it.
waggle at the forever box. It's terrifying.
We just reupholstered it though.
Yeah, we just reupholstered.
See, mine's not really much of an eyebrow waggle. It's more of an eyebrow nervous twitch. Just
My god. We're never gonna get started if we keep talking. We only
Anyway.
have 2 hours left.
I'm
Okay.
eyebrow waggling. Morse code. Help. Send. Help.
Alright, to continue where we left off, I believe you guys have made it at least halfway down the Tribord Trail on your way up to Neverwinter. That's where you all decided that you wanted to go. I can't remember if we ended upon you guys ending a long rest or starting one.
We woke up
I think. Yeah.
because we all took shifts before the game ended.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because we got attacked by orcs again
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
More
Y'all can't
awful.
outrun the orcs, unfortunately, for some fucking reason.
And Ace no longer has a helmet.
Yeah, Ace lost both of his helmets.
I have 2 helmets, bitches.
God damn it, we just gotta hydrate the channel, redeem. That means I have to go get water.
Okay,
I've got
but
a bottle of
I don't
water and
do
soda over here.
I got tea.
I don't do water.
Sarah,
Get
drink
water,
some
Sarah.
water. Sarah, that is not water. That is the opposite of hydration. That is dehydration in a bottle.
Are you happy now, Brentley?
Don't you give me that look. You know what you did.
Such a...
Get yourself,
So
go
you
get a
can
glass
see
of
that I
fucking
kept
water.
my water on my desk.
No.
I will beat you with this bottle of water.
Kind of regretting that I put
Because
that
this
in.
is a fancy 1.25 liter of Mountain Dew. So it also functions as a weapon. Boom.
I'm gonna regret putting that in as a thing that you can redeem because people kept bullying me to put it in.
Well, probably.
I feel like this is one of those get out of my sandwich sound moments. Which is
Get out of my sandwich! No.
Get out of my sandwich. No.
No. Or she ruined my dream journal. I did not.
Yeah, Sarah. Sarah, drink water.
No.
Nah.
Really, Ryan?
Complete tangent, then we'll get back to our game. I'm terrified for Friday. Not for Bad Batch, for GKC.
What's the worst that could happen?
Sutha kills us all.
See, would that be worse or better? Because then you guys get to relax for a while while Suther brings you all back.
No, Susan's gonna take me. No, Susan would kill us all, then go on a one-woman crusade into Diamond, tearing the city apart, looking for her mom.
Yeah.
And you guys get to be the floating ghost behind, like
it's like a fucked up game of Among Us.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So you guys are waking up from your long rest. I believe you're about halfway down the Tribar Trail. You'll soon be approaching the intersection that could lead you back to Phandelver, but you guys have decided you're going to continue down towards the high road to go up to Neverwinter. So y'all are waking up, or finishing your shifts. Y'all did, I believe, have to deal with the Orc Encounter during the night, which y'all survived. So the morning is y'all's. Ace, unfortunately, no longer has any helmets.
Renan's gonna go forage for food.
Alright, roll me a survival check.
Yeah. 16.
Alright, you're able to find some, from your times wandering around in the wilderness and learning what foods you can eat, what you cannot, you have found many edible plants in the nearby meadow off the edge of the Tribar Trail. You found a couple of blackberry bushes as well, and if you were in the process of doing any hunting, you managed to snag... Instead of a D4, we're gonna roll a D6 this time. Because you rolled so high. You managed to snag 4 rabbits.
Ooh, nice.
No squirrels in sight, though.
Thank the gods.
Alright.
It's too early to get fucked over by a blunderbuss.
I would say you found enough edible plants to last you all for a few days. Like 3 or 4 days.
Sweet.
As long as they're like either prepared fresh or dried over time.
Okay.
You like make a vegan jerky out of it.
Ooh.
And then you have the 4 rabbits.
Sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
When he returns, he's gonna offer the rabbits to Anodyne, as he has been the predominant chef for the group.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna shove the non-meats into his bag to keep for a future.
Okay.
More rabbit.
4 rabbits.
Could I also do a I rolled a survival because I was muted, but I would like to gather some fruits and vegetables and nuts and roots and...
Well, what did you roll? And next time announce to me that you're doing this as
Oh,
well.
no, I can roll again since I didn't announce it first.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, girl! She had 26.
Show off.
I have a +8 on my phone.
So whatever fruits and veggies that Ren found, you found twice the amount. And not only did you find a blackberry bush, you found blueberries and some raspberries. You found, for some reason, a pecan tree. Because I feel like tossing a pecan tree in there. So you're able to gather some nuts from the tree. It's too cold for avocados. You can't find any avocado trees, unfortunately.
I mean, what can
You do find wild carrots, too.
Hmm.
You're able to gather enough wild carrots to last around 3 to 4 days as well. That goes for all the food that you find.
Cool. I'll actually boil the pecans
Okay.
while we're traveling.
Okay. Wait, so you're gonna have an open fire in the
Well, like
cart?
I have create bonfire, so I can keep
Okay.
it I can keep it localized on like a pot.
And once you're able to roast and dry out the pecans over time, they will last a bit longer than the rest of the food.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Anything else anybody else would like to do this morning before y'all hit the road?
Ethan's just pretty much getting everything set up and ready to get back onto the road.
Alrighty.
Every now and then,
I fall apart.
glare over at Ace, and then pointedly turn my back and do whatever the hell I was doing before making sure it was known that I'm like,
Ace, roll me a perception check to see if you
Okay.
notice these spiteful
Perception.
glares.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Dirty 20.
And Tahiri, you don't need to roll since you're being intentional. I'd say with the dirty 20, you do notice these spiteful glares from the halfling in your group.
I'm sorry, Paige. D&D Beyond was being weird for me. I was getting a different score than what I saw on my roll. What did you say?
What did you roll? You got a dirty 20, right?
Yeah, it rolled and I saw 16, but when it popped up, my perception said I was getting a 7.
Just roll me one more perception roll real quick. We'll just redo this.
Okay, now it looks like I actually did it. 7.
7. Unfortunately, you do not see the spiteful glares.
You too busy?
Continue.
He's just too busy playing with petting the horses, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure the horses get their morning breakfast as well.
Yep.
Alright. Talos, is there anything you do this morning?
With shield in hand, he will do a perimeter check.
Here, make
See
me
if there's
roll
anyone-
me a perception check.
The back of dice.
Why are these pages sticking together?
Which-
17.
Alright, and I rolled to see if there's any encounters. Luckily, there isn't. So you do not see any incoming threats. You do, however, hear a mysterious trumpet from the forest.
Mhm.
He just kind of like looks around, like switch of it. Turns around.
Playing the dulcet sounds of Sir Ricard Astley.
He just kind of like blinks. It's out of tune. And just kind of turns around and leaves. He last time like when because when Ren followed the dudes, he got shot. He just mutters, "It's out of tune." It turns around. It's like, I'm not going that direction.
Don't follow the doo-doos.
Da-da-da-da.
Banana.
Can do it.
Don't follow the-
And ladies and gentlemen, this is how we never stay on track with this campaign, and that's why I should not be a DM.
I actually kind of find this vibe almost more fun sometimes.
I just wish that I was more prepared. than I usually am. I need to work on that. However, either way, I know everything's gonna not go the way I want, so I'm like, why bother?
Paige, do you know how organized and Humblewood always seems? Do you want to know how much that comes out of my ass every other week?
The lie detector came through and detected it was all a lie.
I'll make a couple maps
you
and
don't
I
even-
hope y'all get there.
You
I
don't
mean,
even need to go on Jerry Springer to know it's a lie.
I'll make a couple maps and I hope y'all get there. That's it. That's
And
all I do.
literally, my DM method is the literal looks on DM screen, has one posted note, Smexy Goblin.
Oh yeah.
Like, I hope that made sense when I wrote that.
Yeah. Was it like hallucinating? Alright, so Talos, you finished your perimeter check. There seems to be no threat except the mysterious trumpet continuing to come from the Neverwinter Forest. And you know not to fuck with the Neverwinter Forest. Is there anything anyone else would like to do during breakfast before y'all pack up and make your way back down the Triboard Trail?
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna use the hickory bark that he found to smoke some bacon for along the journey.
Alrighty.
Wait, we should have like a little bit of bacon left over. How long have we
I
been away?
think, if I remember correctly, you had enough provisions that you bought in Phandelver to last you to get to Neverwinter.
Okay. Yeah, then
Like I said, I have horrible memory. You'd want to watch through the VOD again when it's uploaded to see what I said. I'm gonna be nice and say you have enough non-perishable ingredients from Phandelver to last you to Neverwinter.
Okay.
A lot of the perishables will probably need to be used up by the end of this day.
Okay. So yeah, I'll take the last of the bacon and I'll smoke it
Okay.
with the hickory bark, so it has like a nice Swedish flavor. Not Swedish, sweet-ish.
Roll me. They don't have a cooking check.
Performance?
No.
I would say performance, just to
Okay.
make sure you don't overcook or undercook the bacon.
It's a solid 5.
Or such as on fire.
So
At least it's not a 1.
it's not a 1.
So you're able to cook the bacon.
Hmm?
It's, however, a tad too crispy,
Mmm.
and it doesn't seem the hickory flavor has taken in completely.
So it's just like burnt bacon.
Yeah, it's just burnt bacon, unfortunately.
Essence of.
Essence of pork.
Okay. Yep. That's
And
still good.
essence of pepper.
Yeah. I also like along the journey today would like to find.
Are you proud of yourself?
What's happening?
Sarah's face when I said that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I should not be a DM. Continue, Brian.
What is happening?
Peppa. This is Peppa Pig.
Oh.
You're prepping Peppa.
Pig.
That's
And worse, you could have said essence of George.
or babe.
Nope, Peppa. It's been decided.
Or
I'm okay with
Wilbur.
that.
Oh god, it's so bad. It was so good. No.
The other thing I'm looking for while like singing and traveling today is a beehive.
A beehive.
Mhm.
Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure the. Of course, the only interaction my channel is getting is the fucking 200,000 views. What the fuck? What?
The R2D2 thing.
My R2D2's almost 50,000 likes and over 210,000 views. And at least 400 comments. Everybody
Nerds
claiming, where'd
like-
you get this? I want it, when it clearly says in the caption what company it's sold by.
People can't read.
People
Again.
cannot read.
People, if you're out there watching this, please don't be dumb. There's too many dumb people in the world.
Please don't
Just
make me mute the comments. My god.
don't do it.
Alright, you said you wanted to look for bees?
Hello, bees.
Hello.
I would like some honey so that I can bake some pecan treats tonight.
You are near the edge of the Neverwinter Forest. It's like about a half a mile away from the road.
Okay.
If y'all don't mind Anodyne taking some time to search the edge of the forest for a beehive.
Go for it.
Alright. Yeah, go ahead, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, 17.
Alrighty. You do find one beehive, sort of hanging up, like Winnie the Pooh style beehives that you've seen, hanging up in a maple tree.
Oh, okay. Like in a basket hive?
Yeah, basket hive.
Okay.
You know the ones that are like on the honey wands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to trying to see if I can use thaumaturgy to like. Okay, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy on it from a distance. 30 feet is the distance, and I'm gonna just shake the beehive until all the bees come out.
Just
You're gonna shake the
It
beehive.
seems like a bad idea.
just for Ren and potentially by proxy to Hiri's reference, can we see this?
Half a mile isn't too far away. So, and there's not a lot of anything obscuring, so you can see the glint of Anodyne's armor
Okay.
shining amongst the tree line. And
Okay.
you see he's standing about 30 feet away from the tree line from what you can tell. You don't know what he's looking at because the beehive's so small you don't see it.
Okay.
But you can clearly see him moving around. And Anodyne, you say you're standing 30 feet away and you want to use thaumaturgy to shake the beehive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, that die decided it wanted to quit since it's not on Union.
Okay.
It's a 13 with Friday the 13th coming up. I must say that's a bad omen.
Ooh, okay.
You shake the beehive with thaumaturgy. I can't believe I need to look up the stats for a swarm of bees.
It's the card community card. Bees.
Hello, bees.
Alright, I found swarm of wasps.
Damn white English.
The
There.
question
Protestants.
that
That works.
Anodyne will need to answer is, hello, do you like bees?
Alright, okay, so the bees are angry. And
Okay.
you're kind of standing out in the open, but they still need to try to find the source of what could possibly be shaking their hive.
I would like to cast Animal Friendship on the swarm of bees.
I'd say with the 10 they can't see you.
Oh yeah,
What
sorry.
kind of spell is that? Is that like a charm spell?
Yeah, they need an intelligence of 4 or higher.
They have an intelligence of 1.
Yep. Okay. Oh wait, no, sorry. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, it fails. So, it just needs to make a Wisdom save of 16, or they.
Let's see. They have a -2 to wisdom. And I rolled a 9.
Yay! So wait, I charmed the bees.
You charmed the bees.
Yay! Okay, I'm gonna
Because
cast.
God does not want me to have nice things.
Well, I think the gods don't want me to have bee stings. Is really it's tough under all that armor.
I feel you need to live with the consequences of your actions.
Um,
As the granddaughter of a beekeeper, rule 1: don't shake the fucking hive.
the bees. Okay, so they're charmed for 24 hours. So I'm just gonna walk up and I'm gonna. Would you say that speak with animals would work on bees?
Hold on, I'm looking up the animal friendship spell.
Because it
real
says
quick.
beast, so I don't know if the form of bees counts as a beast.
Only reason
They count as tiny beasts.
Oh, okay.
I personally would only say it would be funny if you had to shake your ass and go bzz, 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 to talk to them.
You know what? For theatrics, Anodyne, like from the distance, you guys should see him like.
He's gonna do. Yes, he did it.
You cast Speak with Animals to
Yep.
speak with the bees.
Yep. And in a buzzing, polite way, I'm saying, "Hello, I need honey. May I have some? In exchange, I will build you a bigger nest."
You need honey? 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 Honey?
Yes, please. Would you like a larger nest for more honey later?
Larger nest? Yes, yes. Larger nest means larger space for the queen, for future babies. Yes, larger nest.
Yes. Okay, if that's the case, then I will cast.
I'm trying to channel some efforts right now after
Hi.
we did the death butterfly sword.
If that's the case, I'm gonna cast plant growth, which is what I used for the orc, and instead of, I'm just gonna have a whole bunch of like bulbous bark, spears appear. So it basically just like they'll have like 4 extra hives that they could build.
Okay.
And they'll be connected by a network of like tunnels. And if they don't mind giving me honey, I have a receptacle for it.
Okay. Just to warn you, the way bees transfer honey is by vomiting it.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna have a bunch of bees puking into a vial.
Yep. I'm totally.
So that happens, because I'm not gonna explain that in detail.
I'm just like standing there, like wiggling my butt, like, and then I would say like what, maybe 30 minutes later, come back to the group.
Yeah.
But before I go, I'm gonna be like, "Thank you, bees."
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Bye, friend.
And as I go, I'm gonna sort of like use the rest of the plant growth spell to create a whole bunch of flowers that just like follow me.
Alrighty. And it doesn't say if after animal friendship if they become hostile to you, so you luckily did not make any enemies of the bees today.
Yay, bee friends! Yeah, I just wanted to like, what my original plan was is just to shake it so they would like leave and then like just take some honey and go. But you know, I'm a fucking cleric. Like, it's all good. And that only costs 3 spell slots. So yeah, we will have pecan pie tonight, guys.
Y'all witnessed this weird interaction from half a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
Or even less than half a mile away.
Do I perceive the Lorax at all?
Oh God.
Roll me a religion check.
After that, I think even the Lorax is judging you, Anodyne.
Hold on. Ooh, girl. Religion? 18.
You glance back one more time to the tree line of where your new bee friends live, and you swear you see a tuft of orange poking its head out from behind the tree and smiling at you. This big, bushy mustache.
Yes. I love Lorax. Alright. Well, shall we on? I got the honey I needed for at least several days of delicious sweets.
I don't know where the fuck Ace went.
Ace is in the void trying to find the helmet that Tahiri took, I think.
He crawled into the bag of holding.
God. That's asking for death, because if you crawl into a bag of holding, you die.
Especially Tahiri's, because it's essentially like it's a Sears.
Yeah.
Because it's got like the bedding section, it's got the kitchenware.
Got 19 beaver pelts.
Yep.
It's like the child who walked away from mom in an IKEA.
Yep.
Tahiri's bag of holding is a Bed Bath & Beyond, but unfortunately it's just the Beyond section. The Bed and Bath section still being built.
Yep.
I love it.
Amazing.
At this point, Ren is just going to give Anodyne a very, very strong side eye of like, what were you doing that involved that much ass shaking this early in the morning?
So you're saying you were watching me shake my ass?
You glint in the sun. Kinda hard to miss.
I'll take the compliment. Yeah, I was just getting some honey.
Ren's gonna take that as a euphemism and just be like, you know what, I don't want to know.
There's like a bright amber filled jar in his hand, and he just looks really happy because he made friends with bees.
Ren's like, yeah, okay, going back to eating his berries. Just munching on them.
Anything else y'all would like to do this morning?
Not that I could think of.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good for the pre-leaving setup.
Alrighty then. Alright, y'all are good. If that's the case, y'all pack up camp and you make your way down the Tribord Trail. I believe if y'all want to try to make up for any time, we can do a roll-off. To make it where you only have to make one more rest stop before you head up to Neverwinter.
I'm fine with that if everyone else is.
Okay. We need Ace to return, though, before we do that.
Okay.
Need a life model decoy.
Alright, so if any of y'all need to take a quick restroom break... Oh, there he is!
Mr. AJ.
He has finally returned. Him with this Matthew Mercer looking ass. With the hair and the beard.
Sorry about that. There was a mess that needed to be taken care of.
I'm sorry, but there's no way you can fix my life.
Let the man try.
I love how you made yourself snort. Like you told me that was that funny. You made yourself snort. Great.
Hey,
I am the Wish version of Matt Mercer.
Hey, I'm a funny bitch sometimes, okay?
All the time.
You're very funny.
Alright, so to catch you up, AJ, Anodyne befriended some bees.
Oh boy.
We mean he shook his ass and they gave him honey.
He shook his ass, he received honey.
That's all you need to know.
That's the
My
Faerun
cleric
version
brings
of
all the bees to the yard.
the Faerun version of a strip club. Befriending the bees. Shake thine ass for thine sweet morsel. So you all regathered and you finished packing up camp for the morning. I decided to try to make up for lost time. Y'all can do a skill roll off to see if you succeed or fail in moving twice as fast today. In which case, if y'all succeed, you shave off 1 day of travel. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 3 out of 5 for y'all to succeed. Yeah, that number is fair enough. So I'm just gonna go from across my screen. Kitsune. What skill would Ren like to impose in this challenge?
Since we're making movement, can go with athletics.
Okay, roll me an athletics check. And as always with other games, if one skill has been used before your turn, you cannot use it on your turn.
We're using the modifiers too, or just
Yes.
base? Okay,
Your
22.
athletics. Yeah, 22. All right, that's
Yep.
a success. All right, you are able to, if you wanted to walk alongside the cart, you're able to keep up, and you're able to point out any possible diversions in the road that could potentially hurt the horses. So you're able to keep their athletics up as well.
Nice.
Uh-huh. All right, moving across the screen. Ace, you cannot use athletics as your skill. But what skill would
Okay.
you like to impose?
Let's go with investigation.
All right, investigation. You want to just like survey out the surrounding area as you head down the trail.
Yeah.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
15.
All right, that is a success as well. The day is pretty calm as you guys are making your way down the trail. You don't see any diversions in the road that could present harm to you or the horses. And seems to be no threats in the distance from either down near Phandelver or in the Neverwinter Forest. On occasion, you hear the mysterious planes of the Sir Rickard Astley trumpet, but other than that, nothing appears to be a threat. Right. Up next, Tahiri. The only skill you're not allowed to use is investigation.
Okay. I have little to nothing that is useful in this particular skill check. So I'm just going to try survival to make sure that we're staying on the path ahead.
All right, mommy.
And it's not even like my best choice, but my best choice is fucking sleight of hand, and there's nothing I can do there.
All right, roll me a survival check.
4.
4. Unfortunately, a 4 is a failure. So you are too distracted from the clouds in the sky as you lay in the back of the cart.
She just gives up and starts reading and writing in her book?
Yes.
After like 5 minutes.
Because you rolled a 4, it's more after like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. That was a natural 2.
And you don't have any inspiration?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, hun. Up next, Anodyne.
Can I give my inspiration to Sarah?
If Sarah wishes to take it.
Unless you think you're gonna need it.
I probably will, but I think, go ahead. You can have it.
All right. It cannot get worse. Well, it can, but not really. Natural 20.
All right,
That
is a success.
the best.
And that is
Woo!
And that is 3 successes. So you start to space out a lot, Tahiri. You are so determined of being like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna keep watch, I'm gonna be helpful to the group. And then 5 seconds in, you're immediately distracted by your book. However, one jolt of the wagon hitting a rock in the road snaps you out of your hyper focus on your journal. And then you remember, oh shit, I'm supposed to be keeping watch. And then you hyper focus on that instead. And you're so diligently focused on being aware of the group's surroundings while on the road. You like insist nobody else needs to do this. And so that gives the rest of your party peace of mind on letting the horses run a little bit faster, because you're bound and determined to point out any potential threat y'all see. And
I got it.
yeah. And that is 3 out of 5 successes, so you guys are able to shave off 1 day of travel.
Yay!
So you only have to make 1 more rest stop before y'all make it into Neverwinter. So, unless y'all want to do any role play in the wagon until that time pops up, y'all are free to do so.
Ren's getting pretty focused, so he's good.
Talos, you good? I don't know what to say to a robot person. Other than, how did you come to be?
That is a complicated question.
Well, we certainly don't have time to hear the answer.
I don't know if I misheard you or not. I don't know what I heard.
Oh, I was just being snarky. Well, we certainly don't have time for a story. Do we, Tahiri?
Stop talking to me. I'm paying attention.
Sorry. Oh, all right.
Anodyne, don't you know that when a hammer and a screwdriver love each other very much, they turn the lights down low, listen to some good, smooth music, and then people like Talos are born. That's how all of people like Talos come to be.
I thought there were wrenches and saws and other things involved, but it's I've none.
They can be, but those are for the spice.
If that was how I was created, I think I would be less upset about existence.
Wait, why are you upset about existence?
From all that I can remember, I was alive in a different manner before.
Oh.
I died, as all things do, and then I woke up in this.
So what you're saying is that you didn't always have this body.
No.
And you don't remember anything from your previous life?
Flashes here and there. I remember wearing a crown, much like I do now, but it was different. My skin was pale, my ears long, my eyes were silver, my hair black with stark white streaks. I think I was still a follower of the Raven Queen even then. I remember flashes of the one who put me in this body saying he was experimenting whether a connection to a god and an oath binding someone to them can carry on after death.
Is this something you want to find out?
I am the example of it working. If I was one who served the Raven Queen in life and I died, he somehow managed to pull me back into this form, and I serve her once again.
Could be a handy skill, but also dangerous in the right hands or the wrong hands, respectively.
It is something akin to necromancy. Pull a soul long since gone, and put it into a body for a simple experiment. I don't know where this scientist went.
I've heard stories of this as I was growing up, and mostly fairy tales, but interesting. I would like to put a pin in this and come back to it later if you don't mind.
It is part of what I searched for, so that is agreeable.
As long as my family doesn't cause me too much fuss, and while my betrothed is, or my soon-to-be husband is out doing his thing, I'd be happy to help you. Perhaps even after. If you don't mind a wedding interrupting your search.
I'm trained to officiate, though your wedding may receive stranger looks than some may expect.
Oh, from where I'm from, everything gets a strange looks. I will take you up on that when the time comes.
Who doesn't enjoy a servant of death welcoming in a marriage? Gives a very memorable service.
Yes, well, marriage is the last step before death, is it not?
Only the death of the bachelor.
Too right, Ren, too right. Tahiri, are you still concentrating?
That's all the expression you see looking out of the path ahead, just crazy eyes.
All right. Blink occasionally if you can, dear. Ace, gotta say, I kind of liked you better with the helmet. You were less distracting.
Ow!
It's not like I have a helmet.
Oh man, I took emotional damage from that.
And that he's too handsome. I'm too distracted. It was a compliment. Probably.
Ace, make an insight check to discern whether you took that as a compliment or an insult.
Insight? Alright, let's see. 12.
You're unable to discern if that was meant to be an insult or a compliment. It's just a weird comment.
Yeah, definitely off the cuff. It was just off the table. It was meant as a compliment, but it definitely came out as an insult.
So therefore, indifference.
It is, yes, is the answer to that question.
Major indifference. It's like,
if you smile too widely, I might get blinded by the glare of the sun in your white teeth.
long story short, Anodyne is failing at complimenting and flirting.
Yeah.
Well, he's not flirting because he's engaged, but he is like, damn, son, you're too handsome. You're too damn handsome.
Just gonna see Ren's head poke up from the other side of the wagon. You never say shit like that about me. What the fuck? Am I not as handsome as him? What the fuck are we talking here, man?
You're just not usually wearing a helmet. I'm used to what you look like.
Harry, where's that helmet? I'm gonna start wearing it for a week.
Don't tell my fiance you're getting jealous.
So crazy eyes looking straight ahead.
Little old me.
Every now and then she goes and points to like a mouse on the side of the road and goes back to looking straight ahead.
Only because I'm fearing to hear his mental state, I'm gonna offer her like some of the blackberries I found this morning. Be like, consume this.
Ren, roll me
you.
I was about to say roll a persuasion check, but never mind. She takes the blackberries.
Just gonna be like a little pouch of them. Be like, here, just don't.
You have to admit, she's easily entertained. It wouldn't take much of a persuasion roll.
I know.
It's more like, does she notice us?
I, I'm just more concerned of the fact she probably hasn't blinked in the last hour.
That's why I'm like hoping the black guys will be like, oh, what's this?
Like, get that girl some eye drops, because her eyeballs are probably dry by now.
When she
I mean,
blinks,
that's
she's
safe.
gonna be 10 feet from where she was originally.
Yeah. If she blinks, she fucking teleports.
Greedy is granted a new power.
Yeah. Alright, so after that nice conversation between Anodyne and Talos, the awkward compliment from Anodyne to Ace, and the offering of blueberries from Ren to Tahiri, y'all have made quick pace. Like I said, you will only have to take one more long rest before heading into Neverwinter the next day. So you guys are able to make it down past the intersection leading down to Phandelver and towards the intersection where the high road meets the Tribor Trail. You're able to head up north a little bit up the high road towards Neverwinter before you finally have to stop and rest for the night as the sun begins to set in the west. You guys settle down off the side of the road, and you get ready to make dinner and to rest for the evening. Anodyne, you said you wanted to try to make a pecan pie?
Yeah, as well as some rabbit stew.
All right.
I'm gonna take because we have flour and
Mm-hmm.
maybe like a little bit of lard left, so I'll make a crust and add some sugar and some other stuff to the pecans that I've toasted, and just get everything together, and then like cover it and just leave it on the fire for a while as I'm heating up the stew.
Because you've made the stew a couple times in the past few days, I don't need you to roll for that because you've memorized your own recipe pretty well. However, baking a pecan pie in the wild is very different from baking it in an actual oven. So I do need you to roll me a performance check for that.
Okay.
So how'd you do? What was the number?
So that inspiration you gave me.
Yeah.
What was this? I'll give
You-
mine to Anodyne if
kept
he
it?
was willing to take it.
So Ace,
yeah.
Ace, you're giving up your inspiration.
I'm giving my inspiration.
After I did all that nice stuff for the bees.
The bees knew you shook them.
Oh no!
Is it worse?
It was a natural one, and I re-rolled. A 5.
Jail.
Oh
Jail.
yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna.
Nice jail.
All I'm saying, I think the bees knew that you shook their tree and they tampered with the honey.
So you see what happened is, because fun fact, this happened to my dad when he tried to home make a pecan pie.
Ooh.
This is when we lived in Germany. He made a homemade pie. The crust looked beautiful. The pecans were nicely glazed. He put it in the oven, forgetting that ovens in Germany are set to Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So that pie came out as a charcoal brick. Unfortunately for you, Anodyne,
Just left it on the fire.
there was a bit of wax still mixed in with the honey, and wax burns.
Okay.
And so you watch as the pie bursts into flames. And once the
I'm
flames
so excited
settle,
for this.
once the flames settle, the crust is charred and cracked. The pecan mixture with the syrup, the sugar, and the nuts is boiling and bubbling.
I can still salvage this. Anodyne, I'm Anodyne. Ace, can you... Me. Can I do this? Yes. Ace, can you please hand me this pan? I don't know what's happening. Everything's on fire.
Man burns a pie, suddenly speaking third person. That's a good sign of his sanity.
Thank God these aren't cashews.
I'm so sorry, honey, but with a 5.
That's okay. I'm gonna take the boiling pecans and at least pour them out onto another pan so that they'll become more like a praline or a
Just to warn you, they're still gonna be charred.
That's okay. I'm still gonna eat it.
Okay.
It'll be like, it's basically gonna be like peanut brittle at that point.
Okay.
Or pecan brittle.
Alright, so you all witness this catastrophe that Warden Gamzee himself would be appalled to witness.
Yeah.
I believe he would call Anodyne a donut.
Yep. You are able, however, to cook the rabbit stew to perfection, and adding in the wild carrots that you found today just add some of that good wild flavor to it.
And just a little bit of, I sprinkle a little bit of that pepper on top.
A little bit of the pepper.
You leave Peppa alone.
No.
Peppa will feed many for months.
Pepper. A little salt and pepper.
What's this? Pepper! God, my perspective on John Mulaney has shifted completely.
Yeah.
Divorced his wife and immediately gets a new girlfriend afterwards.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah. Alright, is there anything y'all would like to do this evening during dinner? After you witnessed the sad, heartbroken display of the pecan pie bursting into
Jesus,
flames.
just comforting.
Yeah.
There.
I pray over the remains of the pie. Send it to a better place.
It was just the crust. It was supposed to be golden and flaky, and it is blackened, like my soul.
And looks over Anodyne's shoulder. No, that doesn't look like milk. Your soul is kind of creamy and light.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
You're not as dark as you think.
Agree to disagree.
How's everybody else doing?
Ren is snacking while watching that disaster and just being like, no, this is great.
Palos is just thankful he doesn't have to eat. It's like, I don't even have to. I don't even have to politely decline because I literally cannot eat. So I'm just
Talos is thankful he doesn't have a nose or taste buds because the smell is awful.
Oh yeah, burnt sugar.
I'm just picturing Talos going photons. I don't know if you're raised or not, but you go down good.
Okay, so when you burn sugar, if you burn it the right way, you get that nice caramel smell.
Mm-hmm.
However,
It's a
this is
bad way.
roasted sugar.
Yeah.
It smells like on fire diabetes.
I think we've deterred anything from coming near us just out of disgusting smell.
Yeah, it's Wilfred Brimley's mustache smell.
Yep.
diabetes. I can feel
Diabetes.
my arteries clogging from the sugar diet.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Wilfred Brimley's just gonna burst out of a tree and shout at us for making it.
Wilfred's a fucking patron for warlocks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
I will give you power. Ooh, diabetes.
Luckily, I didn't use all the honey. That was just
Yeah.
a lot of strife to get all that.
Yeah.
I just have a line that would work great. My dark lord, what shall I offer you? Sugar. In
Sugar.
water.
Insulin.
Give me insulin.
Y'all got that insulin?
Yeah, I guess I think Ace will try and play his guitar, try to at least attempt to lighten up the mood.
Roll me a performance check. With advantage. Because you're doing your fucking best.
Okay, well, first roll, 15. Second roll, 18.
I'd say you're bringing a nice, lighthearted atmosphere to this dismal camp. You made sure to not play taps. That's for sure.
Hands on a guitar.
If he tries to play Stairway to Heaven on that on this fucking lute, I'm going to make everybody get over his head.
Yeah.
Like, look, we have shit to do today. We can't be sitting here listening to the guitar all night.
I don't know. No.
This fire is on fire.
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 Oh my god, we're talking. Whoa, this pie is on fire.
I fucking love Kings of Leon.
That's I used to do that song at like open mics. Just like, it's a great belting song. It's just like, yeah. And if you mess up the song, mess up the lyrics, no one's gonna know because no one knows how that song goes.
Yeah. Is there
anything else y'all would like to do before?
Yeah. Anodyne's pretty defeated, so he's probably gonna go to sleep and then take last watch.
Alright, so Anodyne is on third watch.
Ren will take second watch.
Ren is on second watch.
He's gonna take first.
Ace is gonna take first watch. Guys, verbally say what your watches you're gonna take because I'm not focusing on cameras right now.
The Talos will take second watch.
So Talos and Ren are on second. Anodyne's on third. Ace is on first.
And I'm also going to take third.
And Tahiri's on third. So Ace, you're going to be by yourself on the first watch.
By myself.
When you were young.
So, roll me a perception check as night falls and some of y'all begin the first legs of your rest.
22.
22. The evening is nice and clear. Luckily, as a couple hours pass by, the burnt smell of sugar finally goes away. You tend to the fire the rest of the night, and you stay huddled near it for warmth, because it does get kind of cold. You are in the warm northern regions of Faerun, so it gets a little colder at night. And you're near the coast as well, so air coming in from the sea.
Oh joy.
Makes it cold. This ain't a tropical sea, no.
It's like Family
Big blanket playing his guitar, staying close to the fire.
Yep. So, yeah, but your watch goes by uneventful. No threats appear on the horizon. You're pretty certain you're far away from any lingering orcs that have come to get their revenge. And you don't hear the trumpet this time. Anything else you'd like to do on your watch?
Yeah, back your helmet.
By the time at the end of his watch, he'll wake up. He'll wake up Ren.
All right. As first watch comes to an end, Ren, you feel a hand on your shoulder as Ace goes to shake you awake.
Yay.
Talos, you start to power back up from your quick power nap.
The Windows login sound can be heard.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh.
Boom, boom, bing.
Then inevitably the dum sound of something not connecting like you wanted it to.
Yeah. Dun.
Oh, it would be awful if his on and off sound was dun dun from the line order. Justice has awoken. Justice has gone to sleep.
Or would Talos boot up be like a PlayStation 2?
Oh yeah, they're like, whoa, it's like loud. That's annoying. Yeah, no, Ralph has woken up in the blink, blink. Quiet evening.
Best kind.
Yeah, he'll equip his shield so that he is at the ready.
Yes.
Potentially beat someone in the face with it.
I'm assuming we should roll perception since our watch has started.
Yes.
Go ahead, roll your perception.
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 Ooh, that's pretty good. You
Perception.
get better. No. So that's a dirty 20.
All right, dirty 20.
18.
18. All right, y'all's watch is uneventful as well. It's a clear night. Once again, the smell of burnt sugar has finally gone away. It is a little bit colder. Talos, you don't tell the difference though because you use Metal Man.
I use Metal Man.
You use Metal Man. But Ren, you are huddled a little closer to the fire during your watch. But other than that, no threats appear.
Just because try to keep warm and stay awake. I'm assuming that Ace's guitar is visible still. It's not put away.
Ace, did you put your guitar away or is it still out?
It's out there.
Okay. Ren's gonna grab it and just start strumming and trying to remember a song he heard when he was growing up.
Are you proficient in a guitar? Or even a lyre or a lute?
I'm not proficient in anything, so I'm just kind of winging it.
Just roll me a straight performance check. But if it has proficiency bonus, no proficiency bonus.
Gotcha. 20.
Damn. Somehow you remember this one song from when you were a kid.
I'm not going to do it because I'll butcher what Tom Hiddleston did very well. It's the song from Loki. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And he sings it in Celestial.
Mm-hmm. Just headcanoning that Norse is Celestial.
It works so well.
It works.
And he just plays that very chill while him and Talos sit by the fire. Temptation to belt out the when she sings come home just to wake everyone up. I was like, no, I won't be that much of a dick tonight. But after he's done, he'll probably just hang around and keep Talos company.
If because he's wanting to share some music, Talos will also roll performance. He's going to just relatively quietly going to essentially sing. It'll sound a little distorted, because it's got to go through his voice filter. But
wait, hold on. Is it beep beep boop bop boop boop?
No, it's an actual song. It's just it'll just sound a little bit weird. If it won't sound bad, it'll just sound a little bit.
Yeah,
off.
just be a little distorted.
Yeah.
Roll performance check.
Well, that's not terrible. 17. Basically, he sings "Crazy." I remember when.
Wow.
That version.
Okay. I remember.
Well, some those by that. I think because that song's been stuck in my head all fucking day.
Good song, though.
Just
I love how Ren is singing something angelic and soothing, and Talos is singing a fucking meme.
Yep.
There are two types of people.
There are two types of people in this world.
Look, that song slaps, okay?
Also, no one's awake, so Ren's I can actually get away with being relaxed and chill. If everyone's awake, he'd go for the meme, because duh.
Oh yeah.
There's an image.
Also, like, Chalice has this fancy shield with an eyeball on it, and he's not freaking out. It's like, all right, nothing's around. Cool.
Yeah. This is like a bonding moment for these two. We get to enjoy music and not be like awkward for once.
Anything else y'all would like to do on your watch?
Ren's gonna like lean back and be like, "Tell us, hand to the Raven Queen. Are you actually enjoying the quest?"
It is better than simply wandering from place to place.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure you didn't feel like ripped out of what you were doing prior.
I've had no real direction or lead so far. I simply going to place, following rumors of those I was released with, and some sort of pieces that may help reveal more of my past.
Yeah.
But serving the people and protecting the everyday person that we meet, that most things feel unnatural to me in this form. Things that would be natural to most people have fallen out of habit after my death. And now this new body requires almost none of it. Not real sleep in a bed, or food, or drink, or other kinds of company. But what we do does feel natural to me.
Good. Last night, Tahiri and I were talking, and she I wanted to make sure that she's not the only one who sees everything as what it is. It'll make her feel good to know that you enjoy this company as well.
The road is lonely without people. My lady's calling is often a lonely one. So when you find compatriots who are not so put off by a devotee of death in a positive sense, it's comfort.
As long as you don't speed up my trip to her, I'm totally fine.
It's been my intention since I joined to do the opposite for the lot of you.
And it is very much appreciated. Even though I'm sure we give you reasons to just ignore that compulsion.
My patience is not so thin as some more mortal people. As I don't know how long I've actually been in this body, or how long I lived before I feel as though the memories of myself were of some sort of elven descent. I imagine I lived a long life. So perhaps my perspective is slightly skewed, but for as short a time as most humans live, they seem very much in a rush. In a rush to make money, in a rush to get revenge, in a rush to die. It's strange.
It's the chasing of the unknown. They don't realize it. They want to know what's on the other side so badly, thinking they can take what they have on this side with them, unknowing that they probably can't.
Some have forgotten the fear of death, and in some cases, it's good.
Agreed.
People live the life that we do because they understand, at least you gotta look towards theory, in some degree, the concept of death, and that their lifestyle could easily lead them to it. But the potential reward, be it monetary, adventure, companionship or some higher calling is worth that risk. And some never leave the home they were born in. I suppose it depends on the person.
Agreed. Obviously, I'm joking when I ask this, but you said you don't know how old you are. If we cut you open, can we count the rings inside? Like a tree? Or do you think it doesn't work that way?
I mean, part of my components are wood, but I would imagine they'd be hard to replace.
Fair enough. Let's not give Tahiri that idea. The last thing we need is you to wake up with a missing limb.
For the record, my limbs that would be the most apt for this are made mostly of metal.
Okay. I'm just looking to hear with a buzzsaw trying to take your arm off, like, let's count the rings, guys.
Just standing over him in the middle of the night, anime gleam in the eyes.
I imagine if she were to use her, because you can't see him smile, but you can almost feel it.
You can hear it in the tone.
Slight change in expression, or expert detective skills might find some sort of clue as to how old the faceplate I gave her is. That might give some air to the idea of my age.
Yeah, we'll have to suggest it to her later, see what she comes up with. Give her something to do.
Keeping her distracted is
fun.
Necessary.
Yeah. I don't think Ace has many more helmets to lose.
It's not that. She's young. And he kind of just like, there's something akin to a laugh comes with him. And whatever can keep her in one place for as long as possible is the best for our cohesion as a group and her safety. I have to admit, I thought of taking the back. He kind of points towards his morning star and looked like the sort of like round like bone nub on the end. I considered knocking her over the head with the bottom of this when she walked casually up to an entire camp full of orcs.
You know your luck though?
Friends.
Your luck, it would make her more determined.
Does that make Tahiri the airline passenger that got duct taped to the seat?
Yeah, absolutely, that is you.
Tahiri is the meme of the toddler taped to the wall while the dad sits on the couch.
When
dad being everyone in the party.
Yeah.
The kid's either a genius or an idiot. We just don't have the time to figure it out.
Yeah. It's like, she doesn't give us time enough to figure it out because she's off doing something again. It's the potential that she has is hard to understate. Whether what she puts the potential towards is a bit of a concern.
I think she just needs good friends. She seems very keen on not losing people. When she feels surrounded by familiar people, I think she's better off. That and snacks.
Snacks are always important.
Yes.
I've considered keeping some on me, even though I don't need them for me.
It won't be a bad idea, because if she's looking for snacks on you, she will know where she is.
I haven't met many of my kind, but I met one a couple of years back who had a compartment in his arm where he kept strange crackers in the shape of fish. He worked for a nobleman, and he was the personal bodyguard to his 5-year-old daughter. And so he had this compartment because it was her favorite snack. I don't think I haven't found a suitable compartment on my chassis yet. Though I imagine if it wouldn't be hard to fashion some sort of pocket into my cloak or something.
When we get into Neverwinter, we should ask some of the seamstresses. I feel they know all about finding places to put pockets. Just don't tell Tahiri while we're doing it. Then she'll never leave you alone.
That's probably true.
After that, Ren's gonna probably just chill out for the rest of the watch, though.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, only because I'm asking. Since we were playing music, do we hear any doot-doots in the woods? We hear doot-doots, don't we?
Somehow, music to match Talos' song plays.
There's a nice funky background. This song.
Ren's just gonna look towards the woods and be like, I get the feeling we're being watched.
I just remembered I have a kazoo somewhere in this house.
There's probably
you unpacked it.
You have a kazoo, you have an ocarina, you have multiple instruments you could do this with.
We've inspired Paige to find the kazoo.
Yes. I heard that earlier when I was on patrol. I chose not to go near it.
You're a wiser bot than I am. As we've learned the hard way.
Got something. The kazoo!
What's up?
Anodyne? Anodyne?
I love this.
Can I just say, though? Please tell me that Anodyne hears that you say that you're a better bot.
A wiser bot than I am.
I don't know how awake is Anodyne.
I mean, it's almost time.
I really hope that Sarah makes you pay for this song during Humble somehow.
Shit.
She forgets her character's parents are in town. I could make this.
It's gonna
This
be
is
fine.
my campaign. I can do what I want.
all right, fair.
That's fair.
Listen, I have to put up with you dipshits with love. So let me have this.
Oh no, that's totally fair.
We understand if there was no love behind that. Are you kidding?
16 episodes in, we would totally understand there was no more love there.
Yep. Go on.
It'd be like, okay, no, that's fair.
All right.
But no, for the rest of the watch, Ren and Talos, I think, found them pretty much just chill and just shoot the shit more.
All right, it is 10:17 my time. If we want to take a quick break before we head into the third watch.
That sounds like a good idea.
Take a quick bathroom break, grab some snacks and all that. My friend Mimi is tormenting me right now, so I need to respond to this. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. We'll finish up with the last watch of the evening, and we should end today's campaign with y'all finally arriving in Neverwinter.
Yay!
And then next session, y'all can spend an entire day there if you wish, or you can just cut through real quick and head to Thunder Tree. But we're gonna go on a quick break. I'm gonna run an ad. Yay!
Thunder Tree. What is the secret to your powers?
Just realized I'm missing a song from my Tahiri playlist.
I'll be back. I'm gonna make a sandwich.
So I earned something other than a grand total of $15 from that garage sale I helped out with yesterday. I also earned a sunburn. So I was wearing a tank top and it was 90. It was like 89. We were under like granted it was constantly falling down. We were underneath the tent, but I was also out walking around making sales. I think the threat of rain scared them off today. They weren't out there today. We're just kind of sad. Oh yeah, I don't think I told. I don't think I know. I don't think you guys were around. You, Ace or Ren or uh, Sarah were around for this. Yeah, I went for a walk yesterday morning, just a walk, just a regular. Hey, it's 7 in the morning. I'm gonna take a walk. I need to walk around more. I turned the corner around the Kingdom Hall in my neighborhood, and next to it, which is in the parking lot of what was once a ice cream shop, is what looks to be a giant yard sale. In between, yeah. So also to give you guys an idea of how weird my neighborhood is, it's Kingdom Hall, abandoned ice cream place, liquor store, daycare center, Casey's. And technically, it is a convenience store, but it's called Big Hollow Convenient Liquor. Like, but there's a couple of pickers. I worked with them before on a couple of home renovation projects I was working on. Back when I was with the company that did that. And we worked with them to get rid of some of the like excess shit we couldn't get rid of because it was worth something, but we didn't know anything about what it might be worth. So we called pickers to pick it up so they could take it and make some money off of it. We sure as fuck weren't going to make any money off of it, and not for the effort it would take us to get it out. Like the old fridges and shit in the house. We got a couple of fridges over here. I'll be right over. So he lives right by he lives like a couple blocks from me actually. So in like 2 weeks he's having some like super mega sale and he wants me to help out with that, and he's willing to pay me for my time, and if I'm not still dog sitting at my aunt's house, sure hell I'll be over there. Not gonna turn down making a little bit of money helping out my neighbor. One's been in Peoria for like since the 80s. The other one's a native Chicagoan. And it was a lot of fun. We talked about how people were very concerned that last year there were like 17 murders in my town. And he's like, I'm from Chicago. I lived in the south end of Chicago. We're lucky if we don't get 17 murders a day. But like,
$17 murders a day sounds like, casual for Chicago.
I mean, yeah, but like, it was an interesting perspective of like, they're about, I think they're both about so much the same age. The one guy was a lot older than him. He'd be like 56 in like a couple weeks. I don't know how old the other guy is. But these are two very nice black men coming from very similar but also very different backgrounds. But like, they lived here in the Midwest for most of their lives, and he was working. They both, did some unsavory things, but it's still decent people, and they. I mean, oh boy, did they have differences of opinions on football though? One's a Cowboys fan, and the other one's a Bears fan, like I am, and we just talked all kinds of shit. Sat around like he started playing the blues. We were waiting for people to come around. He played the blues because it was a nice equilibrium like music for people to come in, very inviting music.
Listen, I'm blues and jazz recently.
I'm just glad we have a blues station in my town.
Was it since like Thursday I've had Why Don't You Do Right stuck in my head.
I've had BB King stuck in my head because that was a song he was playing. I've had BB King's
That's good music that's stuck in your head though.
Oh yeah. Today has been crazy. That specific song has been stuck in my head all day. And I started singing it to myself at the birthday party. It was my grandmother's birthday party. It was technically a surprise party. And we were just as surprised as everyone else because I didn't know it was a surprise party until right before we left. Yeah, it was good. We got some, it was like this Please call him Untamed Chef. Like, it was an odd little joint. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of seating. We had to just enough seating for everybody. So we had to go find a couple extra chairs. But they had, the menu was stuffed chicken, stuffed salmon, or filet mignon. I made the filet mignon. They had like these stuffed mushrooms. They had like I can't remember what it was. It wasn't sour cream. It was some sort of creaminess and spice and stuff. And man, I could have. There was a whole like like serving, not serving tray. Like like for those who live in the Midwest, they big like basically the big like serving tin. They have like the mazzacholi and like the like the God, trying to remember what it's called. Like it's basically it's a great big pan, like the aluminum pan that you can like put in the oven and stuff. You like they got the semi-disposable, so like you take them to cookouts and stuff. That, but filled with these stuffed mushrooms.
Ooh.
I'm sitting here like, I have to share, but I would tear this shit up. I love mushrooms. But all in all, it was a great dinner. My grandma was real happy. Got to see some family I haven't seen in a bit, and all in all, it was a good night.
Nice.
Aside from the screaming child, the one singular screaming child.
There's always one.
Like, it's always one. He just wanted to run around and have fun, but there wasn't any room. So it's just like he's all wound up about something.
I'm about to ruin everything. I feel like doing the Universal Studios theme. Bum bum. Bum bum.
And you can say doing this every D&D game you are in.
Maybe.
Please. Fun fact, that song was like the only thing I liked as a child. I think I drove my mother to drink because of how much I'd watch the Pink Panther cartoon or want her to hum it when I was a kid. I was just so irritating about it. Also, I follow on this dumb question of the day thing. Today's if you could outlaw one food. No questions asked, just one food. What would it be?
Cabbage.
Okay.
Cottage cheese.
Okay, I'm with that one. That one I can agree with.
Oh, so what's one food you would like eliminate?
You could outlaw. You would make it illegal if people had it.
So you're thinking of like common foods that you don't want to eat. Like I would get rid of like surströmming. The preserved, one of the smelliest foods in existence. It is fermented herring.
You had me at fermented. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but like I would do this despite everyone, including myself. Avocados.
I'm not a big fan of avocado.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like the texture of avocado, so I would second the idea.
No, I'd do it just to make everyone angry.
I mean, that's fair too. Like, I can agree with that logic.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I would probably get rid of what is it? Fish.
I'd risk it.
My second choice would be
swordfish, probably.
Swordfish.
Yeah, not a fan of the smell.
I would outlaw eating shark fin.
Yep.
That's just being nice.
I like that. Yeah.
It's actually mostly illegal, isn't it? The sharks are endangered.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
sharks can't swim without fins. They cut their fins off while they're alive and then leave them to die.
Yeah.
Nope.
Spinning sharks.
And there's
is-
no nutritional value coming from the fins.
Mhm.
It's
You know
all
what?
cartilage.
I would say dogs.
Hmm.
Dogs would be my choice.
Okay, I'm like, wait, who eats dogs? I remember. Okay.
It's not illegal to eat dogs,
It should be.
but it's frowned upon.
Well, but to me, the only time I would ever accept anything like that is if it's an actual survival situation.
Yeah, that obviously is the except. I thought the perfect spiteful answer, and I feel like I'll get the ire of everyone in this call. Any form of cheese.
Get out.
See, I knew it because we're all white people. We can't
Don't
go
you
without
fuck
cheese.
with my cheese.
I'm eating cheese right now.
What kind of cheese?
Provolone.
Oh, okay.
I'm making a turkey sandwich.
Just because you're lactose intolerant.
Okay, I'm
doesn't
making
mean
2
you
turkey
get- doesn't mean you can ruin it for the rest of us.
I'm not lactose. I'm eating ice cream right now. What are you talking about? I just know for a fact that if you tell
Well, I'm
white people
sorry.
to
Okay,
eat cheese,
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Being lactose intolerant has no bearing on whether or not you can eat ice cream, because those who are lactose intolerant just don't care.
Yeah,
That's-
like,
no, that's
they
fair.
just do it.
My friend is lactose, and he always tells his fiance, "You need to leave the room for an hour. I'm gonna have some like a grilled cheese or something," and she gets so mad at him.
I'm
She's like,
doing this
"Just take the
because
med."
I love you. I don't want you to suffer through my fuck.
Here's one that I would happily get rid of that people would actually probably be upset about. Fucking tuna fish. It stinks. It's gross.
I would help you
Can
eat
I
it all.
keep raw tuna for sushi?
I'm talking about like canned tuna.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will
canned
help
tuna
you.
can go.
There is one
I
thing
will
I
be
would
at your
get rid
place
of.
with bells on my toes, so we can yeet it into the nearest active volcano,
Mhm.
virgin style.
There is one thing I
Oh,
would get rid
eats
of
it.
because it's just gone too far, and that's sriracha. Because they make sriracha fucking everything. I'm like, no, you abused it. You don't get any anymore. You made sriracha flavored beer. You lose your sriracha privileges.
We used
Yes,
to
there's
sell
sriracha
sriracha
beer.
fries at
There's
work.
sriracha ice cream. It's nasty.
You were saying though about Jerome?
He loves tuna on like Ritz crackers,
Ew.
and it stinks up the whole apartment for hours, and I hate it. Ugh.
You gotta put him in the forever box. That's just for Jerome. We need to make a bigger forever box first.
Oh,
Yes, a
He
longer,
is tall.
certainly a longer one because he is so.
I mean, let's let the Tokyo Olympics make it. They add extensions to the beds.
Okay, can we appreciate though all the Avatar references that were at the Olympics?
I love the One Piece
Can
one.
we appreciate the U.S.
Sure.
women's rugby team?
That too.
Yes.
Our
I mean,
rugby
the one
team-
guy, the one like was a weightlifter or something. He did Frankie Super.
Yep.
It was the other guy did Luffy's pose. I'm like,
who was it?
Gear 4. Yeah.
Gear 4.
What's his name?
Great.
I think it was the Swedish windsurfer had Aang's arrow cut
Yeah.
into his hair. That made my day. I was just like, you know
Great.
what? Millennials being Olympians is the best because we're gonna make it weeb central.
We're
and
gonna
no one
make
knows
it
what we're
really
doing.
And it was. And not only that, but like, can we also appreciate like the little things that were also happening cooperatively that you don't see anywhere else? Like watching the climbers, the rock climbers,
Yep.
helping each other plot the best ways up the wall. Just rows of climbers going, oh, but you could do this. It was awesome.
The two runners who were best friends but from different countries both gained the gold was very perfect.
It wasn't runners, it was high jumpers.
Oh, it was the jumpers? My bad.
Yeah, it was the two
Yeah.
jumpers.
Oh,
And
that
then
was
one-
so
because,
wholesome.
because of the fucking rules. The rules weren't so solidified to say you had to only do a jump off. It said you could either both place or do the jump off, and they both looked at each other and said, "We don't want to do a jump off. Let's just both share the gold." And then there's Tom Daly from the UK who was caught on camera knitting a pouch to put his medal in.
Did you see the TikTok of one of the gymnasts? She's recording the other gymnasts practicing, saying they're probably listening to classical music, like Olympians do. She's listening to the Jeff Bezos song.
Yeah.
I
And I'm
saw
just
that.
like, I love this. The Olympian energy has never been so relatable.
They were
Other than
smart in
love-
letting the Olympians keep their TikToks.
Yeah, it was actually it made more people interested.
I'm living for that. Just every now and then on my For You page is another Olympian memeing the shit out of everything that's happening. And I'm like, this is the energy I'm here for today. Thank you.
My favorite TikTok, it's history nerd TikTok. I think it was water polo, Japan versus the US. And it's like, it's been 70 years. America needs to remind Japan, do not challenge us in the water. Because the score was like 13-7.
Oh, God.
And all you see is the American jump up and slam the ball into the goal. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of pretty. Yeah, that works.
Okay. Just a dark reminder, and then we have to get back to game because we have 30 minutes left. The Olympics?
Are peaceful.
No.
What?
The Olympics, but the timing of the Olympics
Oh.
is around the anniversary of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
And it's in Tokyo. I was just like, they did not plan this right.
They didn't.
And,
Yeah.
okay, one thing that pissed me off, they didn't even allow a moment of silence for Hiroshima or Nagasaki for the Olympics.
I don't think they recognize it in Japan.
Yeah, they really don't.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. And the thing is, they don't recognize it
The way we would.
Yeah.
like they don't recognize it outside of Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like those areas have, in some ways, recovered.
Mhm.
They recognize it there and ceremonies held there, but not in Tokyo because Tokyo is
Yeah.
about business.
It's just some people on the international level wanted it recognized to and for people to realize that this was a horrendous thing that happened in World War II. And as a World War II history buff, it was the most horrendous thing to happen. Up there with the Holocaust. Those were the two most horrendous things to happen in World War II.
I'll say it. Hiroshima and Nagasaki was worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like we spent what brain? No, we're not going to get into the logistics of
Yeah.
why.
We're
it
not
was
going to get into
an option.
logistics. Y'all have only 30 minutes left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's for another time.
Our
Okay, the number one
10-minute break ended up becoming half an hour.
Yep, that sounds about right for us.
Yeah.
Back to game.
Alright.
Let's
All
get
right,
Sarah and
so
Anna.
second shift ends. Third shift is about to begin with Anodyne and Tahiti. So Talos, you dun 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 power off for the evening as your little moon panels come out on top of your head. Ren, you still stay close to the fire as you go back to sleep. Tahiri and Anodyne, you are up on watch. And Dog is no, not Dog. Roberto is still with you guys,
Roberto.
but he stays asleep. He cannot be
Okay.
bothered with watch.
Okay. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna feed him some bacon.
He's asleep. But he does that thing when dogs are asleep, and you just stick a piece of food near him. The nose twitches.
Mhm.
He wakes up briefly, eats the bacon, and then goes back to sleep.
I can stand that.
Alright, so if you guys want to go ahead and roll me your perception checks for the evening. You good? You good there?
I think she rolled a natural 20.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Another one?
I know. I'm lucky if I get one.
Jesus Christ.
I'm lucky if I get above a 10.
My God, in God we trust. No one else was on the watch where it happens.
I got an 18.
Alright.
Not as exciting.
Alright, so once again, because when I rolled encounter dice, y'all were safe. Nothing happens on this watch. It is cold because y'all are farther north, than you were previous day. It's a very calm night, Anodyne. It's been clear the most of the night. You've just been keeping an eye on the horizon and occasionally get to gaze up at the stars as well. pick out the constellations. Tahiri is hyper-focused once more on keeping watch for the night. And she swears she can see and hear everything with that natural 20 for a perception check. No perceived threats coming towards you guys at all. You do hear the random trumpet every now and then from deep within Neverwinter Wood. But other than that, your watch will go by unprovoked and uneventful. So if you guys want to roleplay, you may do so. I'm dropping peanuts everywhere.
I think probably at some point Tahiri will take the helmet back out of her bag.
Mm-hmm.
The one that she had started carving.
Mm-hmm.
And just set it down right in front of her. And just stare at, like, just curl up on her legs and just kind of stare at it for a bit.
Alrighty. Roll me a concentration check to make sure you don't break eye contact with this helmet. So, con check. 13?
Con?
Whatever the concentration check is. It's usually Constitution.
Sure, we'll do Constitution then. 15.
You're able to focus in on the soulless eye sockets that is this fucking helmet. Continue with what you were about to do, Anodyne. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was just gonna be like, are you okay over there, Tahiri?
Tahiri, you do not break eye contact with this helmet at all while you're talking with Anodyne.
Hold that thought. And I'm gonna use Create Bonfire to sort of like flare up the fire so it's warmer.
Mm-hmm. Ren, you are unconscious, but you feel warmer.
I was about to say, do I need to like roll a is Ren too close to the fire check?
No, I would say you're smart enough.
Okay, because
No,
I'm like, I've done dumber things in this game.
I didn't cast it on you, so don't worry. But yeah, and I will also, make sure that Tahiri's got a blanket on her.
Mm-hmm. You can easily do so.
I think after like 10 minutes of dead staring at this helmet, she'll eventually reach into her bag and pull out her paint kit. And then like over all of the spots that she carved, she's just gonna start, which I think was on the inside of the helmet, if I'm not mistaken. But she's gonna like paint like little flowers over the carve marks.
Okay. Roll me a performance check.
Anodyne's gonna put on some water.
16. My performance is higher than I thought it was.
Alright. You're able to paint these nice little intricate flower designs over the carvings. While it doesn't take away the fact that there are grooves in the metal, it does add a little nice distracting decoration that at first glance they wouldn't see the grooves. But if they focused on it for a couple more minutes, if somebody focused on it, they would finally see the grooves in the metal. But the paint would definitely distract them from that at first. That's if they're looking inside the helmet. Like you said, you did the markings inside of it.
Mm-hmm. And then eventually, I mean, she's not saying anything while doing this. She's just like, she stared at it for a bit, turned it over, started painting on the inside. And then she's just going to go and quietly put it next to Ace's bedroll and then go back.
Alrighty. Are you being sneaky as you do this?
Definitely.
Alright, Ace, what is your passive perception?
My passive? 14.
Alright, Tahiri, roll me a stealth check.
21.
What? Alrighty.
21.
Alrighty.
I I rolled a 15 plus 6.
The gods have blessed you this evening. You're able to successfully and very sneakily just set the helmet beside Ace's bedroll as he sleeps, not disturbing him at all, and then you return to your seat next to the fire and sit back down next to Anodyne.
Would you like some tea,
Oh, thanks.
Coco?
Sure.
Okay. I'll, like, whip it up. Dollop of honey in there, just for spite of last night. So, anything you want to share with me? What's on your mind?
I shouldn't have cut up his helmet. But it's fine. It's fine. I gave it back. And I fixed it.
Oh, that was nice of you. Why the change of heart?
I had a conversation with Ren. Kind of made me feel bad for being angry.
He is good at highlighting all of the facts. We'll just say that. I'll leave it there.
I'm still mad.
How mad?
Pretty mad.
About returning the helmet?
No.
About all the orcs that keep attacking us?
No. That he lied.
Oh.
Was not cool.
I don't think that it counts as lying if you're just concealing yourself.
No. No. And she'll take his hand in her hands and like squeeze his cheeks and go, Annie, it's a lie. And friends don't lie.
Okay, 11 from Stranger Things.
What are you?
And she does like shake his head to emphasize those points. Friends don't lie.
Okay. But lies are untruths that are spoken or written.
But he lied and pretended he didn't know us.
Privacy is sometimes a very important thing to people. Are you from a city? Yes. You grew up in.
I am.
Yeah. Remember how like certain women of like certain religions would like hide their hair, or there would be men who would wear robes and not show their faces, or there were people who wore masks or fans over their face, veils to keep their identity a secret.
But they weren't friends.
Well, they have friends. I assume. At least one of them should.
I don't lie. I have no secrets.
Right. No secret, you say?
Nope.
Not a single one?
I don't think so.
Okay. let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
When you wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
after you've rested, of course, and had your cocoa, how
Of
is
course. Of
it?
course.
Is it okay? Is it enough chocolate to sugar ratio?
It's so good.
Okay, good. Um, what do you do? Walk me through your morning.
Well, I read my book and I pray to my God, and then I eat some breakfast and I get dressed and I brush my teeth and I brush my hair.
Oh, okay. That's good. And just out of curiosity, when you pray, what do you say to Gritty? What is your conversation like?
Oh, I don't know. It changes every day. I tell him about the dreams I have
Mm-hmm.
and about what we did the day before and ask him if he has any jobs for me to do.
Oh,
And we go from there.
okay. That's quite the routine. And he answers back, I presume.
Well, sometimes. He's like, God, he's very busy.
Hmm. Yes. Probably not quite as curious as the one that's chosen me, but I digress. So you don't, out of curiosity, I haven't seen you use healing magic.
I got a new healing spell.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I can cure wounds now.
Ah, that's strange that you only just got access to that.
Seems sus.
I don't know what that means, but okay. He teaches me stuff when he wants to.
Yes. Bit chaotic, that one, huh?
No, but he helped me. So that's all that matters.
Do you consider him a friend?
Well, yeah, he was my first friend.
He's your what?
He was my first friend.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait. Forgive me, but how long have you and him been friends?
Like a year, maybe.
Oh, honey. And I'm just gonna sort of like reach out to give you a hug.
What is happening?
It's a hug. It's
Why? Why?
Just- I'm squeezing you in a friendly manner.
Okay.
If you'd like to squeeze back, you can.
Hug back.
That's good. Sometimes a good pat on the back is acceptable also.
I know what a hug is. I just don't know why I'm getting one.
Oh, yes. Okay. Good. Thank you for clarifying. A year ago, your first friend.
Yeah.
So your whole life, up until a year ago.
Well, yeah.
You see, like, his eyes are like, starting to water a little bit. Like,
Do I notice that he looks like he's gonna cry?
you poor dear.
DM.
I mean, Tahiri, are you staring at Anodyne as you speak to him?
We're in hugging distance. So.
Yeah, we were hugging, and I don't know if we still are hugging.
Did you ever pull away from the hug, Anodyne?
Yeah, at some point, I just like, oh, only a year ago. You got your first
I'd
friend.
say roll me a perception check, Tahiri, to see if you notice the tears welling in his eyes. Sorry, I'm
back
writing.
to my normal rolls.
Sorry, I'm writing a love letter to a fictional character at the moment. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm back to my normal rolls. That's only an 11. I don't know what the flukes were before.
Unfortunately, you do not notice the tears welling in his eyes.
Okay. You're acting super weird.
Just I grew up wealthy, and so I always had people around me, and several of them I would consider friends from a very small age, as long as I can remember. I can't imagine not having them to grow up with. And well, in any case, I am your friend and I will not lie to you.
Okay.
Press X to doubt. I'm kidding.
Sense motive.
Sense motive. To hear, roll insight check. I'm kidding.
It's just instant protective Big Brother mode engaged.
Yeah. Or like, we?
This is my lost child. I will protect her.
You are my friend now.
We're having soft tacos later.
Ooh,
You're my friends now. We're having soft tacos later. We got 5 minutes left. Fuck.
Yeah, I think I'll leave with that and
Okay.
just start getting breakfast ready.
Alrighty. Dawn approaches as the sun begins to rise in the east. You all stir to your senses awake as a peaceful night has passed. Those who do have smell receptors can catch the smell of bacon and possibly leftover sugared pecans, whatever survived the ordeal that is the burnt pecan pie. And even some cooked greens, if you decided to cook any vegetables this morning.
I was thinking omelet would be nice.
Omelets. You do have a couple of eggs left that you can use to cook the last omelets before you have to restock on eggs when you get to Neverwinter. And with us having only about 4 minutes left, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the closing shot for the night. So, y'all go on with your breakfast in the morning. Recount the night that you all have had. All agree that you didn't appear to have any problems throughout the night of any encounters. That's gonna be solved very fucking quickly. I'm so sorry, you guys. What the fuck is heading y'all's way now? I'm so sorry, you guys.
We have squirrels who are angry.
Oh, I forgot it's a D12 for this, not a D20. Y'all are just enjoying your breakfast when you hear a crashing through the trees of the nearby Neverwinter Wood. And the last shot that you all see is an ogre breaking through the tree line, sniffing the air, catching the scent of the bacon and eggs cooking as he zeroes his sight in on y'all.
Oh, man!
And that is where we're gonna stop for the night.
Can't have one meal. You can't have one night's breakfast this entire trip.
meal. No other options.
At least it's an ogre this time.
He's a
And
big
he's
boy.
not
He's gonna
shouting,
take-
"What are you doing in my swamp?"
What are you doing in my
I think
swamp?
I'd rather deal with that one.
I got a +9 ogres thing. It's got a +9 against ogres.
The problem is it's a knife and I have to get really close.
Alright, so we will pick this up again next Sunday. We will be starting off with battle. knowing y'all, it's gonna end very fucking quickly. So, I'm not going to really prep for it. And because you
Ellie.
guys end combat so quickly, we'll probably head to Neverwinter right after this. And then thank you all for joining tonight for tonight's session of Lost Mine and Phandelver, and thank you guys for joining in to play. I know it's been a rough month and a half since we've basically played. But it's good to try to get back into the swing of things, even though this is a chaotic campaign. We will be back next Sunday. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night. Aki Obsession on Twitch for Heroes of Humble Origin, Humblewood. This Wednesday is Star Wars Talks here on my channel. And then Thursday is Session 1 of Clone Wars 5e, or concurrently Tales of Yggdrasil at twitch.tv/mnchief_. And then this Friday we are back with GKC. And then, of course, next Sunday is Lost Mines of Phandelver. Stay safe, wear your masks, have a great rest of your night, and we will see you all next session. Mwah. Bye!
Bye.